Are we live? Yes. Excellent. I will now send out the word. And now to Twitter. Okay. This was a little spur of the moment. But I felt like doing a stream today. Oh, we've got one person. Hello. I keep meaning to do more streams because I genuinely do like talking to the people that watch my videos. But God, life is awful and super busy. So I don't really have much time. But I had time today, so I'm like, let's do it. All right. I do have some things that I wanted to talk about. I've got some cool stuff. But I did want to talk about some channel stuff first. I know I haven't been making videos that often. That's because, again, I'm really busy. I'm in university, and I'm a theater student, which is a nightmare sometimes because you're just constantly doing stuff. If you're not casting a show, you're either running crew, you're ushering, you are doing something else in the department. It's very time consuming, but it's very enjoyable. So I don't really have a lot of time right now to make videos. I try and make some when I can and then put them out, but it's a little difficult sometimes, and I do appreciate everyone's patience with that. But I do have a couple videos planned down the line. It's coming to be the Halloween season. First day of fall is Monday. I do want to talk about a couple things, and I have some ideas cooking in the back of my brain. But the next video that I plan on doing is actually tied into a previous video I did. I did a video talking about, I talked briefly in one of my videos about women in horror on YouTube. And I want to do more of that. I want to talk about women in horror more. So I am planning on doing that. I talked briefly about it in my Burns and Daily video and briefly in my Hi, I'm Mary Mary video. But I really do want to talk about it more in depth about women in the horror community on YouTube and women in horror in general, because I think it's very important, because I haven't seen a lot of representation of women in horror. That's starting to change, I will admit that, but it's not as common in say, a man in horror. And it's something that I find pretty interesting myself as a woman in horror. So I'm looking forward to making that video. I'm gonna be making a series of videos talking about first women in horror on YouTube, then horror in movies, and then the horror genre as a whole. So I'm gonna plan on doing that. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. I made a post on Tumblr like a little under a year ago where I talked about my feelings on women in horror and how I was sad to find that there weren't that many women in horror. And I talked about that, and it's something I want to continue talking about and having a discussion about. I got my hair cut too. I showed it on my Instagram, but I haven't done a video where you can see my hair is short. So that's cool. Excuse me. I'm very tired. I woke up at like 5:30 yesterday. Didn't get to bed till like midnight. That's fun. This morning, I went to get breakfast at Panera, and I go up to the cashier, and I'm like, "Can I get a blueberry omelet, please?" I'm like, and then I realized what I said. I'm like, "I'm sorry, I meant blueberry scone." I was really embarrassed. Like, I'm so sorry. But that was pretty funny. What a great way to start the day. Goodness. Also doesn't help that it's like kind of a sleepy day here. It's a little overcast. Is it overcast? Yeah, a little bit. Fall is a sleepier time. It's starting to get cooler where I live. I'm wearing socks. Inside. Ouch. Shit. But yeah, it's starting to get a little cooler here. I wonder if more people will come. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I always liked the fall. Even when I was a kid, I liked the fall. Made me happy. I hate the heat. I hate heat so much. I don't like summer. I don't like going to warm places. I step outside and it's muggy. I'm like, nope. Going back inside. It's just gross. And everybody sweats, and then you smell bad, and then all that fun stuff. But in the winter, I like it a lot better. Winter and fall, my two favorite seasons. I was born in the winter. Maybe that's why I like it so much.
Right. Okay. Well, no one's here. Okay. There was one person for a while and then they left. Okay. That's fine. Not really doing much right now. Maybe I should put the link. Maybe I should put the link to the stream. There we go. Been watching a lot of Reddit videos. I don't know why, but they keep getting suggested to me. I don't really use Reddit that much. Sometimes I go on there. Oh, goodness, excuse me. Need some fucking coffee. Coffee's so good. But, Reddit, I don't really use that often. I'm gonna switch this up a bit. I know my camera is not the best quality, but it's what I got. Sorry. But I don't really use Reddit that much. Maybe to look on No Sleep. Look at the paranormal board. God, I love the paranormal. I love it so much. I'm pretty sure my house is haunted. Pretty sure. Because the previous owner of our house died in the room right behind this. This is my bedroom. There's a room on this wall right behind me that we're pretty sure that he died in. And I have a dog. I don't know if you've seen him. His name is Sam. He's a beagle. I both love and hate him. He's special. He's a special boy. But he's my special boy and I love him. But he's a pain in the ass, but I love him. But we're pretty sure he died in that room. And when we first got Sam, our dog, he would go to the end of the hallway right here, stand in the doorway, and just go, bow, bow, and start barking in the room. And he does that in our front hall too. So that's great. We've got a ghost, folks. And there would be weird occurrences, like sometimes down in our basement, lights would be turned on, even though nobody turned on any lights. Sometimes doors would open and close. Just weird stuff. One time my sister's glasses went missing, and she went to bed one night. She placed them on her nightstand table because as people with glasses, we need to know exactly where they are. Otherwise, you can't find them. And woke up the next morning, weren't there. They were gone. And we looked everywhere. We even looked down in the basement. Maybe they fell into a pile of laundry and got put down the laundry chute. Maybe somehow they got somewhere else. We found them. I found them, actually, in that room. Like, by a wall behind some random crap. We still don't know how they got there. It was just the weirdest thing. And I am convinced it was the ghost of the previous owner of this house. I am convinced. I thought I talked about this on my channel. I may not have talked about that, but I'm pretty sure I said that my house is haunted. I'm pretty sure it's haunted. But I'm not sure. I thought I made a video about that. I wonder if have I talked about let me just double check right here. When you've been making videos for a couple of years, sometimes you forget what you've talked about. Have I done a video where I talked about seeing Bigfoot? I don't think I have. Oh, I did. I did talk about my Bigfoot sighting. Damn. But yeah, that was cool. I've had some weird shit happen to me. I don't know why. Just weird shit happens to me. All the time. I don't understand. Is it me? Am I doing this? I don't know. Like, it's not even paranormal stuff. Just random weird shit happens to me. And I don't know why. Like, one time I was sitting on a bench outside at my old school. And this was in the spring. I was sitting on the bench, just minding my own business. I was on my phone. But this guy, this older man, this old white man came up to me and he just started like talking at me. Like, all these kids these days with their phones, and they're always on their phones. I'm like, I'm sorry? I don't know what I did to instigate this. And he just kept talking. And then he just left. Just left. I don't get it. I was very confused. Like, why? Did me being on my phone, like, set him off or something? I don't know. I really don't know. That was weird. Oh, I have this. I went to Barnes and Noble the other day, and they already have their Halloween stuff out. And look at this card. Look at it. It's so cute. It's so cute. I think Halloween cards should be a thing. I think people should send out more cards just in general to people. Like, hey, how you doing? Have a card. It's super cute. I thought of you. I think that would be a nice thing. I used to get cards on Halloween from, like, my grandparents. Now that I think about it, they sent me, like, a lot of cards. Like, for everything. Like, 4th of July. Who sends cards on 4th of July? Who cares that much about 4th of July to send a card to their grandchild? It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I got this card. I'm going to give it to my cousin, my little cousin, because it kind of looks like his dog. A little. But anyway, it was cute. I thought he would like it. So, well, speaking of Halloween stuff, my mom got me something recently. Now, I want to preface this. I love The Nightmare Before Christmas. I love Tim Burton. Are we surprised? No, we're not. But I love Tim Burton. It's awesome. I love his art. I love the stories from his movies. I just love it. I love it so, so much. So my mom got me this. This is The Nightmare Before Christmas, the book. It's illustrated. Get a load of this. Let me find a good example. Maybe I'll read this. Maybe if we get a few more people in here, I'll read this to you guys. But, like, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. This is awesome. This is the story, and it also came with. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. It's a DVD. It came with a DVD. Narrated by Christopher Lee, the late great Christopher Lee. This was wonderful, and my mom was like, I don't know if I want to give you this at Christmas, but here you go. So I got this now, and I'm gonna read this to my little cousin. I'm hopefully gonna see him soon. I hope he likes it. I hope he doesn't rip it. He's young. He might. I hope he doesn't, but he might. I love Halloween so much. When I have my own house, and I'll even an apartment. When I have my own place, I'm currently living at my parents. Because money. Because I'm not employed right now. That's fun. Being unemployed sucks. I wasn't fired. I left my job. It was not a great work environment. But I want to decorate my house for Halloween, and all the pumpkins, the skeletons, and the spiderweb, and all that, and the scarecrows, and all that. I want to do it all. But I've noticed something the last couple of years. Halloween, is it just me or is Halloween kind of like taking a dive? The last 2 years, I haven't gotten any trick-or-treaters. Like, not a single one. No trick-or-treaters. I don't understand. I left, oh, when was it? It was about 2 years ago. I left to go do something on Halloween. I was in choir at my old school that first semester. So I left to go to rehearsal. And I saw trick-or-treaters down my street. Came home. My dad's like, we didn't get anyone. I'm like, what are you talking about? I saw people down the street. Well, they didn't come down here. I don't understand. Halloween is a great holiday. I don't... See, maybe it just doesn't make sense to me because when I was a kid, Halloween was a big deal. Everybody loved Halloween. My neighbors, they're not there anymore, but my neighbors, they had a young daughter who was around my age. And they would pull out the stops for Halloween. There were a couple people on my street that did that. But they had this big, like, blow up thing. They did the same thing for Christmas too. They had a blow up thing for Christmas. They had this big blow up thing in the front yard. They decorated. We decorated a little bit at my insistence. There was someone down my street that really pulled out all the stops. Like, damn. They had everything. And their house is beautiful too, so that only added to it. But I would always go trick-or-treating with them, and we'd come back and we'd sort through our candy and trade. And the inside of their house would be decorated too. I give respect to people that not only decorate the outside of their house, but the inside. That takes a lot of dedication to doing that. I've been going for about half an hour. Holy shit. I'm sorry if I swear a lot. That's me. That's Rabbit. That's how I do. I didn't used to, but then again, I was younger. No, I can't stop. That's a problem. Anyway, I just always loved Halloween. Oh, that reminds me of something. When I was a kid, my grandparents would take me and my sister to their golf club because they played golf. Because of course they did. And they would have a Halloween party. You know, we dress up in our costumes and it would be decorated and they'd have a clown. I hated clowns. Even back then, I hated clowns. I just don't like them. But then again, I don't like any person like in a suit. Like, if I go to Disney World or Disneyland. Wait, which one's the one in Florida? Is it Disneyland? Wait, which one's the one in Florida? Hang on, I need to look this up. Yeah. Disney. Okay. Disneyland is in California? Wait, which one is the one in Florida? Oh, it's Disney World. Disney World's the one in Florida. Disneyland is the one in California. Huh. Even the people in those costumes were weird. Oh, hello. Hi. How are you? I hope you're doing good. I'm talking about my mistrust of people in costumes right now. I'm good, thank you. I'm a little tired today. But thank you for asking. Haven't really talked about much today. I talked about how I think my house is haunted. Because I think the previous owner died in this house. Pretty sure he did. But right now I'm talking about my mistrust of people in full body costumes. I don't know why. It's probably because I can't see their face. Same thing with clowns. I hate clowns like so much. There was only one clown that I didn't hate, and that was a rodeo clown out in South Dakota. Oh. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. I went to a rodeo when my family and I went out west. And he was funny. That was a funny clown. Like an actually funny clown. And I didn't hate him. The one clown. um let's see, what else did I want to talk? I wanted to talk about some stuff today. What was it? You Techie Droid, you missed earlier in the stream when I talked about my plans for future videos. I'm planning on making a video about talking about specifically women in the horror community on YouTube. I know I've like touched on the subject in some previous videos, but I really want to make a video dedicated to talking about women in horror. Because I genuinely think it's something that should be talked about more. And it's something that really interests me. So I want to do that. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's great too. I've been meaning to do it for a while, but life gets in the way sometimes. And God, how long have I been doing YouTube? How long has it been? I didn't start. This is not my first channel. I had a channel long time ago when I was 13. How long have I been doing YouTube? Almost 8 years. I've been on YouTube for almost 8 years. Wow. It's a long time. Now, granted, I haven't been doing it like consistently for 8 years. But this channel, I think I've been doing for about 4. I think I did this channel for 4. I've been doing this channel for 4 years. That's a long, jeez. Oh my God, that's a long time. It's crazy. I'd never thought that I would actually be doing it for this long. I genuinely didn't. I thought I would get bored with it and move on. But I'm proud of myself that I've actually kind of stuck with it for this long. And I've found something that I really like talking about. I didn't start off making horror content. Oh, no. I did vlogs. And I sucked because my life is not that interesting. And then I'm like, oh, I like horror. There's not a lot of women in horror. Let me do that. And then I started reading creepypastas and stuff like that, and SCPs. And then I started making like video essays and all that. And I haven't read a creepypasta in a while, or an SCP. I haven't really found that many good creepypastas. I feel like they're kind of falling by the wayside. Well, I say that, and then there's people like Mr. Creepypasta, and then Creeps McPasta. So I guess they're not falling that out of style yet. I have an Instagram, by the way. I don't know if anyone has seen that. I don't know how many of my subscribers actually follow my Instagram. My Instagram and Twitter are what I use the most. Tumblr too, but that's more of a personal Tumblr. If you guys really want to know what I'm into, you can go to my Tumblr. I post a lot of like what the fuck? My phone just did something weird. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I post like a lot of stuff that I really find interesting on my Tumblr. So if you want to see that, then go over there. So why did it suddenly get brighter? The fuck? I should probably invest in like a legit camera to stream with. I should probably do that. This was a little spur of the moment. I woke up this morning. I'm like, I feel like streaming today. After I do my homework, I feel like streaming. Let's do that. School has been kicking my ass. I'm a theater major. I do that a lot. I take jazz. Jazz is like the musical theater dance. That's the most common one. I also have a movement class. Those are the two, like, well, the two like theater classes I have are movement and play analysis. Play analysis is exactly how it sounds. It's very well, analysis. It's it's not like a literature class though. It's very different. The way we study plays and literature is very different from how you do it in like a play analysis class, because in a literature class you are reading it as the text. You don't think about anything else. It's all you have is the text. But in play analysis, we talk about, how it relates to the actor, the director, designers. We talk about how we relate to it. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. But I like it a lot because it's, how It's how plays were meant to be read. They're not pieces of literature. I know people treat Shakespeare like it's great literature. It's not. It's meant to be performed. And you're not going to get the full experience of Shakespeare if it's not performed. I'm a Shakespeare nut. I'm a Shakespeare nerd. I love Shakespeare so much. I have a box set of his plays. I have been to the Globe Theater in London. It's awesome. It's so cool. When I went there, oh, what's this? Dolphin. Oh, I got a notification. Dolphin Hoffman has started following me on Instagram. Thank you, Dolphin. I don't know why he started following me, but thank you. It's appreciated. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Shakespeare. There's this whole conspiracy that Shakespeare was Edward de Vere. It's utter bullshit. They're two different people. Shakespeare was Shakespeare. There's a bunch of people that think Shakespeare didn't write Shakespeare. He wrote it. He did. That's my sister. I thought it was the ghost again. Ow. Sorry. My legs really hurt from jazz. But yeah, I love Shakespeare. I love it so much. It's awesome. His play, you really need to watch Shakespeare in order to fully appreciate it. Reading Shakespeare doesn't give it justice. I've done a lot of Shakespeare plays. I think my first real introduction to acting was I did a scene. It was for my literature class. It's for a scene in Richard III. We were studying Richard III, and I got chosen to play Anne. And I did the scene, and I loved it, and it was so much fun. Now, because we were studying Richard III, we got to go to a local university that was performing that play at the same time. And that was where I saw my first play. And I fell in love with theater and acting right there. I loved it. And I knew that somehow I wanted to be a part of that. I wanted to be a part of that world. And now I am. I do acting. I'm going to school to improve said acting. I've done voice work. I have a job where I do voice acting. Nothing's happening with it right now because of funding, but I've still got that job. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. It makes me really happy to be able to do what I love. And especially at such a young age. I mean, you hear all the time about people like didn't start really acting until like their 40s. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to do what I love right now. Uh, thank you. There's something that I've been in already up on YouTube that's not related to this channel. It's something that I did last year. Actually, there's two things. One that I directed and one that I acted in. The one I... It's so funny because I hate zombies. I played a zombie. I was covered in blood and I had prosthetics on. It was so gross, but it was so much fun. And I was featured in that, and that was cool. God, that was so much fun. Acting is a lot, man. Acting takes so much out of you. I was in a shoot. I was in a movie this summer where I played a doctor. I had maybe, I think, 6 scenes and only a couple lines each scene. I was there for 3 days. All day. One day I had to be there at like 7 in the morning. Now I had to get up, get dressed, drive over to where it was, change it to my costume, and be ready to be called on to do my scenes. It takes a lot out of you, but it's very rewarding, and I love it, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else. My main focus right now is just getting better at what I do. My teacher from my last university, he said, "We assume that you already have talent. Now, what are we going to do with that talent? We got to mold it. You got to shape it. You've got to hone it. If you really want to do this, you have to be committed to refining your craft." Because that's what it is. It's art. It is art, and it has to be, cultivated. Just like how anyone who's an artist, they don't come across their style right away. They have to develop it. Same thing with acting. It makes me sad that I live in the US. It's sad how the arts are treated here. It's so much different in other countries. Even in Canada, the arts are treated so much better than they are here. But you want to know where the arts are, like, especially acting is treated like really seriously? Russia. In Russia, the arts are like seen as, oh, you're an actor. How incredible. And a stage actor. Especially here in the US, stage actors aren't given shit. Unless you're in like some really famous like Broadway musical. And even then, it's kind of a crapshoot. We give more credence to movie actors and TV actors here. It's so sad. But I really want to at least visit Russia one day. Because that's where modern acting started. When I started this live stream, I didn't think this is where it would end up. But knowing me, that's probably where it would have ended up. Talking about acting. Talking about something I love. But in Russia, that is where modern acting started. That's where it started. Konstantin Stanislavski created what we now know today as the modern rehearsal structure. Him and his partner, Danchenko, is his last name? God, I forget his name all the time. doesn't get enough credit, but he is credited as the father of modern acting. And I really want to go to the Moscow Art Theater. I want to see it because they take it so seriously there, and it saddens me that we don't take it as seriously over here in America. It sucks. I've had so many people talk to me. I'm going to adjust this real quick. There we go. I've had so many people tell me, oh, you're going to be an actor, but what's your real job going to be? And that pisses me off to no end. Because then I'm like, this is my real job. I make money. It's not a lot right now, but I make money. Also, a lot of actors, when they first start out, they do stuff. They don't make money. The movie I did this summer, I didn't make money from that. It was like 3 days I worked, and all I get is an IMDb credit, and I get to see the premiere. Don't make money from that. But, yeah. It saddens me. It truly does sometimes. That's fine. I really do think that Hamilton and other, super musicals like that have really started to open up the public to the fact that, it's not all about movie actors. There are some pretty damn good stage actors too. And we shouldn't, and I feel kind of calloused about saying this, but sometimes actors are treated as second-class citizens. It's true. Because they're like, oh, you have to have another job. This can't be your only job. You have to actually make money. This can only be your hobby. Like, bitch, no. No. This is my job. This is my life. I earned it. Every single audition I've gone to, I've earned the roles I've gotten, thank you. I have earned the money I've gotten, thank you. So, that's Rapid on Acting. I actually run a side blog on Tumblr called Actors Adventures. And I talk about acting, and I talk about my experiences on acting. And I actually got approached by someone who's an acting teacher who's writing a book. And he's like, hey, I'm writing a book, saw your blog. Would you be willing to fill out this form and tell me about your experiences in acting? And I'm like, sure. If my experiences can help somebody else, all right. I don't care that I don't get paid. I'll get a thank you in the book. That's fine. Doesn't matter. The money doesn't matter to me. As long as it helps somebody else, I'm totally fine with that. It makes me so happy helping other people. It truly does. And I'm excited for the book to come out. I really want to look at it and read it and have my hands on it. So yeah, like it. Also, if you know anyone who's in need of a voice actor, hit me up. I do voice acting. I should probably make that a thing on my channel. Hey, you can commission me for voice acting. I do need to put together a demo reel though. Yeah. Voice acting is so much easier than stage acting and screen acting. It's easier for me, not because it doesn't require a lot of work, but because it's just easier for me to do because I can do it at home. I have a microphone. I have the software. I can just record it, be like, okay, I don't like that. Another take. And then when I'm happy with it, I can send it off to the director and be like, yo, what do you think? And they can either be like, yes, this is great, or no, try again. I'm more looking for this. It just offers more flexibility for me right now. And it's still acting. but it's just a little easier for me with my schedule and my life. So that's cool. I'm impressed. I'm actually there's the 2 people that have come in and talked. I don't know how long I'm gonna do this stream. It's almost been an hour. I was thinking about going till 3, maybe 4. I don't know. My voice is gonna like die before then. Oh, I do have a couple of other things I wanted to show and talk about. I got a book recently. It's called Serial Killer Trivia. It's really good. I really like this book. Fascinating facts and disturbing details that will freak you the fuck out. Let's see. Let's turn to a random page. Ooh, this is actually fitting into my women in horror thing a little bit. Who was the first woman executed in Ohio's electric chair? Why Ohio? Serial killer Anna Marie Hahn. I think that's how you say her name. Hahn. Hahn. Met her death in the electric chair in 1938 after being convicted. Whoa. Convicted. You guys are here. You're hearing the behind the scenes of every video I do that's just audio. It's me fucking up my words because I'm talking way too fast. That happens a lot. After being convicted of poisoning 4 men, although many reports portray her as a caretaker to these men, the confession penned by Hahn in prison was published in the Cincinnati Enquirer after she was electrocuted, suggested she was heavily in debt. She expressed a particular fondness for the racetrack and took extreme measures to get out of it. So she was a gambler. Hahn was a native of Germany, so her last name probably is Hahn, but landed in Cincinnati after she had an illegitimate child in Germany. Little Oscar was left behind in Bavaria, but only until Hahn met her husband-to-be Philip, whose surname she assumed when they were married. So she brought the kid back. Okay, that's good. Hahn was convicted of killing Jacob Wagner, though in her confession she admits to killing 3 others as well. George Selman, George Obendorfer? I'm terrible at German names. And Albert Palmer. About this last gentleman, she had the most to say, claiming that she owed him money and he was pressuring her to be his girl. One night when he came over with oysters. What? Why would... For dinner? I can only imagine how that conversation went. Hey, honey, you like oysters? You want oysters for dinner? Let's have oysters. What voice am I doing right now? She casually sprinkled some rat poison on them. Palmer died shortly thereafter. Oh, shit. It is questionable whether Hahn's confession is true, as she was compensated for it, and the money went to her son. He received a new name and family after his mother's death. For her last meal, Hahn ordered fried chicken, which the prison warden prepared, but the doomed woman couldn't bear to eat it. She couldn't manage to get dressed either. She faced death wearing her pajamas, her stockings pulled around her ankles. Damn. Wow. There aren't that many women serial killers that I found. Oh no. Oh, look, the sun! Hi, Mr. Sun! Thank you for coming out. All right, we're an hour in. cool. Oh, my feet hurt. Ouch. My joints are fucked up. There we go. That's a little better. Oh, I went to see a Welcome to Night Vale live show. That's where this shirt's from. A Spy in the Desert. It was really good. It was so much fun. I'm not going to say anything about the actual story, but I actually got to meet Cecil Palmer. My boyfriend and I we went to the theater. We were very, very early. And we were waiting outside and it was hot and we're like, let's go to the store that's like a couple buildings down and get something to drink. So we do. And as with the building, I see someone from the like a staff member from the theater talking to this guy like, here you go, just remember to come back. And I'm like, and the guy was bald. He was tall and looked an awful lot like Cecil Palmer. And it was really weird. Wait, did I fuck up his name? Is it Cecil Baldwin? It's Cecil Baldwin. It is Baldwin. God fucking damn it. Cecil Baldwin. It is Baldwin. Palmer, I hate that so much. I hate that when actors are playing characters that have the same name as their name. It's so confusing. Cecil Baldwin. I met Cecil Baldwin. And this guy looked a lot like him. And I'm like, no, it can't be him. So my boyfriend and I would get our drinks. Our usual hijinks ensues as we're being goofy with each other. Because as we do. And as we're checking out the guys behind us, and as we're leaving, I hear him say to the cashier, "Hi, how are you?" And it sounded like Cecil, and I'm like, and I turned to Terry as soon as we get out of the store. I'm like, I think that was Cecil Baldwin, and he's like, no, it can't be. And we get back to our corner as we were standing, we were waiting because we couldn't go in. We had to wait outside. And excuse me. And I'm like, okay. He's got to come back this way. If it's him, we'll ask him if we can get a picture with him. Turns out it was Cecil Baldwin, and he's coming up, and we're like, "Are you Cecil Baldwin?" He's like, "That's me." And we're like, "Oh my God, can we get a picture with you?" And so we did, and it was cool. He was really nice. He was very gracious. He was very nice. Seemed like a great person. The show was awesome. The show was so fun. I highly recommend you see it. Why am I getting notifications from Steam? Lazy Purple, please go away. But it was great. If you like Welcome to Night Vale, go if you can get tickets. We actually won the tickets. We got them for free. So that was cool. But we won the tickets. So we didn't have to pay anything. It was so much fun. Ouch, my goddamn ankle. Ow. I wish there was like a way you could see who was watching your stream. I'm sure there is, but if I haven't done this enough to really have it figured out.
I've started getting into tarot. I bought my first tarot card deck. Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, the classic. And my boyfriend's mom, she's also into tarot, and I told her, and she's like, "Oh, you can. I have like 3 of these. You can have this one." I was looking through these. And I don't know. I don't know if I like these. Whew. I mean, the art's beautiful. It's really cool and surreal. This is the Deviant Moon Tarot by Patrick Valenza. But I do genuinely like the Rider-Waite deck more. Oops, shit. So it's got the major arcana. Pretty stars on the back. Let me fix that. So, let's see. I don't know why, but I want some fried chicken. Chicken's awesome. So I was picking out my signifier card the other day. I was going through them, and I was looking up online, and they're like, if you're a Pisces woman, you might feel inclined to pick the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Wands, and I'm like, I was looking at them, and I'm like, I don't really. I mean, in my deck, the Queen of Cups looks kind of sad. I take it back. Not kind of sad. She looks really sad. Like, really sad and lonely. Yeah, here she is. Queen of Cups. Doesn't she look, like, sad? Is it just me? She just looks sad. And, like, unhappy. But I was looking through the rest of them. And I had done a reading earlier that day. And I came across the Queen of Pentacles. Now, in my reading, Pentacles came up 3 separate times out of the 8 cards. Pentacles and Wands came up a lot. But I looked at it, and the first thing I see is the little rabbit in the corner. This is the Queen of Pentacles. And I knew that that was my card. This was me. And I was talking to my mom about it. She even kind of looks like me. She's got like shorter blonde hair. She kind of looks like me. But it was the rabbit that like really sold me on it. So I was looking through them. And I showed my mom. And she's like, oh, when I did it with my mom, my stepmom, she's like, you pick your signifier card by like wands is for blondes, like cups is for brunettes, pentacles is for people with dark skin. I'm like, okay. And like, so there's wands, pentacles, cups, and swords. Swords is for people with like really dark hair. And I'm like, okay, what does pentacles have to do with your skin color? And she's like, I don't know. That's just what I was told. I'm like, it seems like some bullshit. Anyway. So I picked my signifier card. Let's see. Maybe I should do a reading right now. Art of Tarot Divination. Let's do that. Let me, I'm on my bed right now because my legs are really sore. There we go. Oh, God. Ah. Okay. So I'm going to set them out. God damn it, these pillows. I swear to God. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's do this. Gotta mix them up. You gotta shuffle the deck. I don't know how to properly shuffle the deck, so I'm just doing my best. I never really. Oh wait, hang on. Let me check something real quick. My YouTube channel isn't in my description of my. That's a fail on my part. That's a fail. My YouTube channel link is not. I'm a dumbass. I am a dumbass. Yeah, there we go. Whoops. I am a dumb. Yay. I hope I do this right. Wait, I need to pick out my signifier card. Shit. Where is she? God damn it. Where did she go? I'm so bad at this. I'm like, I literally just started doing this yesterday. Not even kidding. There she is. Okay. I am terrible at this. I really am.
Yeah, this thing says the same thing. Cups are assumed to represent people with light brown hair and of fair complexion. Wands represent those having yellow hair or red hair and blue eyes. Swords correspond to persons with dark brown hair and possibly gray, hazel, or even blue eyes. Pentacles answer to very dark people. That's some fucking bullshit. Why would why that specifically? I don't get it. Why do people with darker complexions only get relegated to one suit? That makes no sense. I'm not changing my signature. I'm not changing my card. I feel that this card represents me. I looked up the meaning of this card. This card accurately represents who I am. I am not changing to the Queen of Cups. Make me. So that's my signifier card. Yeah, it is the card which, in the reader's judgment or experience, is the most representative, and if not therefore the necessity of the magician or high priest. Wait. Place a significator in the middle, let the reader shuffle and cut the remainder of the deck. Shuffle and then cut the remainder of the deck 3 times. Okay, shuffle it. Deck has been cut. Hoorah. Now I have to place the cards out. So I place cut it into 3. That card will be right there. 1 right there. There's one above. There's one below. One there. One there. This formation is called the Celtic Cross, if anyone's interested. This is called the Celtic Cross. And then 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Here we go. First card. Ace of Cups. This is the person or thing's general environment at the time, the influence with which he is acutated all through. So Ace of Cups. What does Ace of Cups mean? Oh, by the way, Queen of Pentacles. The face suggests that of a dark woman. No, it doesn't. Whose qualities might be summoned up in the idea of greatness of soul. She has also the serious cast of intelligence. She contemplates her symbol and may see worlds therein. Divinatory meanings: opulence, generosity, security, magnificence, and liberty. Well, let's look at the Queen of Cups. Shit. I just read for the Queen of Cups. I might be the Queen of Cups. Fuck! I'm gonna change my card real quick. I just read what the Queen of Cups says. I was wrong. Okay. Either way, it's just a placeholder card. All right. Cups, 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 cups. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. House of the true heart, joy, content, abode, nourishment, abundance, fertility, holy table, felicity, hereof. So that card is supposed to mean like that which covers him. So that means I'm in a place of joy, contentment, nourishment, and abundance. Second card, the Hierophant. This represents obstacles. What does the Hierophant mean? Hierophant, marriage alliance, captivity, servitude by other account, mercy and goodness, inspiration. Represents obstacles. If it is a favorable card, it will be something good in itself, but not productive of good in a particular connection. I have no idea what the hell that means. Third card. Two of Swords. Okay. This represents the best that he can arrive at or his ideal in the matter of what he wants to make his own, but is not his own at present. So Two of Swords. Conformity and the equipoise, which suggests courage, friendship, affection, intimacy. So that's the best I can arrive at. Courage, friendship, affection, intimacy. All good things, I'd say. Fourth card. Queen of Wands. Let's take a look. So the fourth card is what's beneath me. It is his own, which he has to work with and can use. I'm not sure about that. Fifth card. Eight of Swords.
This is behind them. This is the current form which he is passing away. It may be the past of the matter. So this is behind me then. A woman bound and hoodwinked with the sword of the card behind her. Bad news, violent crisis, censure, power, and trammels conflict, and sickness. So that is behind me. The 6th card is what's before me. It is the current that is coming into action and will operate in a specific manner. What is it? 3 of Cups. The conclusion of any matter in plenty, perfect, and merriment, happy issue, victory, fulfillment, solace, healing. All right. Now number 6. 4 of Cups. Why is Cups has appeared 3 times now? Let's see. 4 of Cups. Four of Cups, meaning weariness, disgust, aversion, imaginary vexation. So signifies my relation to the matter. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just laying out cards and shit. The Magician. That is the 8th card. Signifies his house and his environment and the affair that influence people and events about him. I'm doing a tarot reading of myself, and I don't know what I'm doing. Where is the Magician? Oh, number 1. It's at the beginning. Magician, skill, diplomacy, address, sickness, pain, loss, disaster, self-confidence will be... Oh shit, that was fun. Thunder. After this, I think I'm gonna head out, call it a day. The Star. Hopes and fears. Loss, theft, privatization, abandonment. Oh my god, yes. That is a fear of mine. Represents what will come. Nine of Swords. Death, failure, miscarriage, delay, deception, disappointment, and despair. That is what is to come. I don't know what this means, and I don't know if I did it. I don't know if I freaking did it right.
That's great. I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you all so much for joining me and watching. I appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who stopped by. This was a lot of fun. I enjoy talking to you guys. I'll see you guys next time. This is Rabbit, signing out.